Lonnie Walker. Okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Westbrook and actually Beverly start? I know they've had like clashing in the past, so how do you feel about that?
Personally, I love it. I think they'll get the best out of each other. I really
Yeah,
do. I think that they both have that competitive drive, that competitive nature. Also, they
yeah.
both have said that they love each other. They both have said that they're best friends. Like, and even Patrick Beverly said Russell Westbrook has been his best friend since he came to the Lakers. That like he was the
Yeah.
first one to come and welcome him. Westbrook was at the press conference for Patrick Beverly, and they were working out after all of that stuff. So they're building that relationship. Also, Patrick Beverly told an interesting story. I don't know if you heard about it. It kind of went under the radar. Surprised more people didn't talk about it. But Patrick Beverly told a story where, a couple years ago, this was a long time ago,
Yeah.
Patrick Beverly, they Patrick Beverly had after the whole incident with Westbrook and stuff like that, Patrick
Yeah.
Beverly had a game, and Westbrook came up to him and said, something about your wife is in the front row or something. But he said Beverly said he didn't hear it. He didn't hear what he said because he's caught up in the moment. Whatever.
Oh,
He
yeah,
just heard him
yeah,
say like your wife, and he's like
It's like
what
what?
and he said he turned and looked, and his wife was in the front row, like courtside or whatever.
Yeah.
And Russ was like, "Yeah, I got your wife a ticket." So, and he was like,
Uh,
from that moment on, he's like, that dude. I was like, he's a real one. He's like, after everything, all the talk, everything. He's like,
yeah.
Westbrook never shared that story. I never shared that story, but he's like, I feel like it's something that's important to say now because he's like,
Yeah.
all these people, just seem to assume that me and Russ have just hated each other for the last several years. He's like, we're both very competitive. We
Yeah.
both are very passionate. And he's like, we were enemies. When we're on the court, we're
Yeah.
enemies. But he's like, when we're not on the court, we're best friends. But what do you think? What do you think
So
of the dynamic?
no, I like it, and I've always said that we should run those two starting together because they kind of complement each other. While Russ
Yeah,
is not really great defensively, he still has really some great like defensive like attributes and qualities about him. So no, I think they actually definitely complement each other on the defensive end, and they on the offensive end. They can both shoot apparently now. So Russ has found this new shooting gene. I don't know who
yeah,
his shooting coach is, but he's trying to be Mr. Steph Curry over here and shoot the lights out. So no, I think they complement each other. Both high energy too, and I think that's what you need, especially from your one and your two. Because I'm assuming tonight we're playing Russ at the one and Beverly at the two, right? So
yes.
yeah, so I mean, yeah, so like I think they make for a really good backcourt. I mean, hey, I think they can compete with the best of them. Like I think you can, at their best, I think they can give Steph and Clay a run for their money, and that's truth. Like I really do. So no, I think it's good. And where did the whole like beef even like originate from? Like where did that even start between those two?
Russ's only major injury came from Patrick Beverly, and it came after play was dead. They were heading
Uh
to
huh.
the bench, and Russ went to go, or Russ had the ball in his hands, and Beverly went to go take the ball from him,
Yeah.
and basically tore his knee out. like ended up
Oh,
like
okay, okay.
ended up spraining his knee or something like that. And so
Yeah.
it was the most amount of time Russ has ever missed a game, all that stuff. So it really impacted that whole thing. But real quick, let's say hi to some people. What's going on, SM? Appreciate you.
Yo.
Why Towns not playing? Towns and Gobert aren't playing, which kind of sucks because it would have been nice to see how their full team versus our full team went. Like it would have been a nice matchup. But
I don't think there's any
just
injuries or
rest.
anything. It's just one of those. Yeah,
No.
exactly. Just one of
Yeah,
those
it's just
preseason.
so Rudy very likely might not play the last two games just
Yeah.
because he played a bunch of games in for the EuroLeague, and so they want to give him some rest because they don't want him to get burned out in preseason. And then Cat hasn't played most of the games. I don't even think he's played at all this preseason. If I'm not mistaken. I know he did. He didn't play last time the Lakers played, and I don't believe he played the game after that. So yeah, so he hasn't really played. So it's just rest, that kind of thing. Salute as it stands, and Jake, salute SM. Appreciate
Yo,
you. Thank you so
salute.
much. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Uh, Thank you, Jake, for the compliment yesterday. You responded to some comments or what?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Of course, you're welcome. No problem.
Nice, nice. Let's go Lakers. Facts and tell. Let's go Lakers. I love it. I appreciate it. I'm on split screen watching the Lakers and the Dodgers. Yeah, I have the Dodger game on one TV and then the Laker game on another TV. So yeah, I'm with you there. What's up? Honestly, at this point, the way Buddy and Turner have been playing, I wouldn't even give them one pick. They have been playing the worse than their standards. Yeah, Buddy Hield and Miles Turner have not looked good in preseason so far whatsoever. They have not looked good at all. So I imagine
we were right.
I know.
We
Yeah,
were right.
Yeah, I mean, but I actually, before the game, so I actually have something I want to talk to you about and get your opinion on. The ceiling with Westbrook.
Absolutely.
At this point, I agree. When it comes,
Absolutely.
like I've said, yeah.